The United States put on a show of force with an elephant walk of bombers on its Air Force base in Guam after China threatened Taiwan with an aircraft carrier and strike group over the weekend. On Monday, the Andersen Air Force Base, which is about 1,800 miles east of China, flexed its military strength with at least a dozen aircraft from the U.S. Navy and Air Force. An elephant walk is a procession of military aircraft taxiing close in formation right before a minimum interval takeoff. The elephant walk came just days after China sent its aircraft carrier, the Liaoning, and fighter jets close to Taiwan, depicted above. According to the aviationist, the procession included a Navy MH-60S Nighthawk, Air Force RQ-4 Global Hawk, 60 Air Force B-52 Stratofortress bombers and 6 KC-135 Stratotankers. The elephant walk came just days after China sent an aircraft carrier and fighter jets close to Taiwan. Taiwan's defense ministry said the Liaoning, China's first operational aircraft carrier, and 5 accompanying warships passed first through the Miyako Strait, located between Japan's islands of Miyako and Okinawa, to the northeast of Taiwan, on Saturday. On Sunday, the carrier group, which included a 2052D guided missile destroyers the Xining and Guiyang 2054A guided missile frigates the Zhao's Hurong and Rizhao and supply ship, the Hulunhu, sailed in waters on Taiwan's east coast and then into seas to the south of Taiwan, carrying out exercises, the ministry said.
Interceptor, providing an opportunity to successfully integrate our bomber capabilities with their
Taiwan's armed forces monitored the carrier group's progress throughout and completed relevant actions in response to ensure national security and protect regional peace and stability. There was no immediate response from China's defense ministry. The USS Roosevelt and USS Ronald Reagan are the only 2 US carriers in the Pacific, but both have been forced to dock due to confirmed coronavirus cases on board, which effectively gives China free range in the region. Taiwan's defense ministry said the Liaoning, file image, China's first operational aircraft carrier, and 5 accompanying warships passed first through the Miyako Strait, located between Japan's islands of Miyako and Okinawa, to the northeast of Taiwan, on Saturday. The Liaoning, which can carry up to 24 J-15 fighter jets, is currently the only aircraft carrier active in the Western Pacific. The USS Roosevelt, which is currently docked in Guam, reported its first death of a sailor who previously tested positive for the virus on Monday. Nearly 600 sailors on the aircraft carrier have now tested positive for COVID-19, with about 92% of the ship's crew having been tested. Officials said the USS Reagan is currently docked in Yokosuka, Japan, for maintenance, but crew members have also reported coronavirus cases on board. A U.S. Navy guided missile destroyer sailed through the Taiwan Strait on Friday, the same day that Chinese fighter jets drilled in waters close to the island last month. US warship USS McCampbell sailed through the Taiwan Strait. The guided missile destroyer had transited the strait on a routine mission through the waterway, according to Taiwan's defense ministry. The potential crippling of the U.S. Navy in the Pacific is alarming news given escalating tensions between Beijing and Washington in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. Beijing and Washington have traded bards over the origin of the coronavirus, with President Donald Trump angering Beijing by calling it the China virus.